Today, I'm going to show you how to punch with a pistol. Yes, that's what I said, how to punch with a pistol. I realize you probably think that's crazy sounding, you have no idea what I'm talking about, you think I've lost my mind, and I'm going to show you why you may want to do this, hopefully you never have to, and also, I promise you that elite units, who I'm not going to name all over the world, do train in this. My name is Jason Hanson, I'm a former CIA officer, and I own 320 acres out in Utah where I do a lot of firearms training. So, how to punch with a pistol. Why in the world might you have to punch with a pistol? Well, active shooters. What happens, heaven forbid, you're going to stop an active shooter and your own gun jams. If you are close enough, it's going to be a heck of a lot faster just to go take out that threat punching with a pistol than to sit there, reload, or clear a malfunction, especially if it's a double feed, because we know double feeds can take a long time to clear. Another reason you may have to punch with a pistol is we all know the FBI statistics that are about 3 feet, 3 rounds, 3 seconds. Sure, some attacks do happen when they're further away. You hear the story of the young man who did an awesome shot, and I believe it was 40 yards or something in the mall. But those are the rare instances. Most of the attacks are going to be some punk trying to carjack you, and they're going to be very close. Or you're walking out of Walmart, and you think they're going to ask you for money, but they pull a knife on you, or they pull a gun, or whatever. You're turning around to the ATM machine. So most attacks by these criminals who are running lawless in the streets, thanks to our politicians, are going to be close quarters types of attacks. So if you see somebody, and they're close to you, and you see something's going, maybe they pull a knife, maybe you back up or whatever, and boom, 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 jam, or click, or you run out of ammo, who knows what happens? Well, guess what? You still want to stop the threat, and a lot of times when you're this close distance, as I just said, it is much quicker to be right on top of them than to take the time to reload that magazine. So how do you punch with a pistol? Well, like many things in life, or should I say the important things in life, especially when it comes to self-defense, is you do what's natural and you make it easy. So if you're gripping the handgun, obviously you're going to be gripping high up on the tang, you're going to have a good grip here. If your gun is jammed or out, I'm always used to obviously put my finger here up high on the slide, but if you've pulled this trigger multiple times, and again, it's jammed or run out, and your life is on the line, I don't care if your finger's in the trigger. So, this is my bad guy. Whatever has happened, my gun is jammed. How do I punch with a pistol? Well, you run up. I mean, you just go nutso. This is obviously a hard piece of metal. You're sitting there punching as normal coming out. And how do you think it's gonna feel if somebody takes the end of this barrel in the face or the throat or wherever? So of course, the face is ideal because that'll force them to cover, they won't see what's going on, that'll demotivate them. You can obviously do the chest here, the throat. Throat is a great place to attack, but if I'm sitting here and some guy's coming in, I'm in a parking lot, again, I see that blade or whatever, I draw my knife. Remember, they can close very, very quickly, so I start popping off rounds and this sucker jams or whatever. Well, I still wanna be aggressive. I'm not gonna sit there and try and clear everything while this guy's on top of me. I'm gonna go be aggressive and stop the threat. So I'm gonna sit here, and if I hit any harder, I don't have any weight in Bob right now. My Bob training dummy, he'd flip over. Like I said, this is something that elite units do train for close quarters situations when their gun jams, when they have a malfunction, when they run out of ammo and the enemy comes right on top of them. In a very intense situation, your hand will stay on what it's at, meaning it will clench down, it will grip. When I was in the police academy, many moons ago, they showed us a video where a guy was serving a warrant to a house, and he's got this piece of paper in his hand, and he's going up to the house, and all of a sudden, the person starts shooting through the door. And this police officer and other officers are there, and they're firing back, but this police officer the whole time does not let his piece of paper go, because we have that clinch. Our hand doesn't let go. So if you jam, it's not as if you're gonna say, you know what, okay, now I'm gonna go hand to hand, let me toss this. Don't waste the time. Your hand is already gonna be holding very, very tight on this. Go up and just punch the threat, take out the threat. So that is how you punch with a pistol, which of course I pray you never ever have to, you never find yourself in that situation, but we live in a crazy and unpredictable world. If you want to know more self-defense information that could absolutely save your life, definitely click on the link below. Again, I am former CIA officer Jason Hanson. Like, subscribe, turn on that ring notification bell, and have a wonderful rest of the day.